What is up, guys? We're back this time with a Pack-a-Punch tier list because I didn't care or I forgot to include Pack-a-Punch in the last one for some reason. And I was sick for a while, and then my Wi-Fi was out for a bit, but we are back now. And I just want to thank you guys for all the support recently. Ever since the Untitled Nocturne update came out, I just feel like I've gotten a lot of support. I'm getting views, subscribers. I love you guys for it. I love the comments. It's great. But with that all being said, we're going to get into this video. I did kind of play a bit of Michael Zombies, at least 40 hours. So I have tried to get as many rounds in with certain Pack-a-Punch guns that I otherwise would not have played. So I did get a lot of flamethrower, Pack-a-Punch especially, because the comments really wanted me to rethink where I place that flamethrower. But with that all being said, we're going to start off with undoubtedly the worst Pack-a-Punch gun, and that's going to be the double barrel shotgun, and it's not even close. I don't think there is a single gun that even comes close to being as bad as it, especially Pack-a-Punched. This thing has 2 rounds. Pack-a-Punched, it still has 2 rounds. Most guns at least get more ammo. I can understand why they didn't do that with the double barrel shotgun. It just makes it terrible, though. I don't feel like it does that much more damage than any other gun. Like, a sniper would be better. Like, any sniper. I don't like the car. Like, personally, I do not like the car. But it is so much better than the sniper, or not the sniper, than the double barrel shotgun. So much. It is crazy how bad this thing is Pack-a-Punched. Then I'm going to go with all of the pistols besides the 1911, because the Pack-a-Punch 1911 is kind of like a worse ray gun. And because of that, I put it higher. And I do think it's pretty good. Obviously, in the last rating, I did not consider Pack-a-Punch, and I just rated all the pistols horribly because they're horrible on Pack-a-Punched. But if you hold the 1911, Pack-a-Punch that, it's actually pretty good. Then, something that I don't think anyone's going to argue with, by far the best gun in the game. It's no matter what, it's always the best gun. Like, always. Always. Then, also up at S tier, I just want to get these out of the way, because, the comments didn't like that I rated them high A. Pack-a-Punched, I kind of agree. These things absolutely shred hordes, and they're just good all around. The high mag is amazing. I still don't like this low reload, but they are still very good, especially at high rounds. Along with, obviously, the ray gun. The ray gun will always just be a good gun, and I think that's going to round out my S tier. Then, however, since you see 3 of the LMGs up there, we're going to go drop the bar in D tier. I don't care. I don't care what you guys think about the bar. I hate the bar. It's horrible. I don't like it. I don't like it Pack-a-Punched. It's just the other LMGs are so good compared to it that it really just makes it feel like a horrible gun. It doesn't shoot anywhere near as fast as the ARs. And honestly, when I was testing it, I'd rather have like a shotgun or something. And I even take the flamethrower over it. And as much as I hate the flamethrower, to say I'll take a flamethrower over a gun, that's really tough. Then we're going to go with the carbines. I still don't think they're that good. But when I tested these, I made sure to try to test them together in the same rounds. I do think the M1 Grand is a little bit better. I don't know why. It just feels like not only does it shoot a little bit faster, but it also feels like it does more damage. And I feel like that's an important thing. Then Pack-a Punched. I gotta go with all the shotguns, the remaining shotguns, because they're still not great, but compared to one of the faster shooting guns, they just don't compare. Then the car. I don't like it. I don't hate it. But Pack-a-Punched, it does do a lot of damage. So I had to at least give it C tier. And then the Panzerschreck, the bazooka, the whatever. Still, it's a good boss killer. Maybe if you have a huge horde, it'll be good. But that's it. Otherwise, it's not very useful. Pause. Like every other YouTuber, I'm gonna ask you to go down and hit that subscribe button, because most of you aren't subscribed, and it really helps if you guys subscribe. So if you don't like it later, you can always unsubscribe. But thank you guys, and we'll get back to the video. To B tier. And honestly, I like the flamethrower. It is incredible for getting points, which that is something the comments did say. And now that I actually paid attention to it, yeah, it gets you a lot of points. And I don't love it late game, but like mid game, if you're trying to farm some points, just run around with a flamethrower. I feel like I let myself get into too many situations where the flamethrower is not good and I end up dying because of it. But if you have a good second or third gun that you can get yourself out of that situation, I feel like then it's a really good gun. You just kind of back away from the zombies, and if they get too close, you kill them with something else that's better. But it does get a lot of points, so I had to at least give it B tier. Then the sniper, the PTRS. Good gun. Heavy damage, but still really slow reload. It's not going to be something that you're going to turn the corner and say, oh yeah, I want the PTRS. You're going to want an LMG. You're going to want ray gun. You're going to want one of the ARs, SMGs, something like that. Another gun that you're not going to want when you turn the corner, the 1911. Now, it is a good gun. Basically a ray gun. But if you shoot too close yourself, it's going to hurt you, and you really don't want that close range. You want something else close range. It is a very good gun, but it's just not on the scale of a ray gun. It just isn't as good. And the only AR and SMG that I can even consider putting down here, it does a lot of damage. A lot of damage. The great gun. A lot of damage. 72 rounds. Pack-a-Punched even better. But it's only a good horde killer. It's like a 4-shot headshot past like round 15 or something, and it only gets higher. Great for hordes. Just like an LMG. But the LMGs will still 2-shot into the round far higher. Maybe hit a round where it's taking a 3-shot, but that's still a lot more. You blow through your ammo with this thing. I felt like every time I used it, I basically ran out of ammo and just needed to rely on all my secondaries. And then, in no particular order, the rest of the ARs and the SMGs. Actually, the Type 100, I like it a lot. I feel like it's because I got it a lot, but I just always felt like I could rely on it, and it was always just such a good gun. So that's kind of why I have it ranked a little bit higher. But honestly, I feel like they're all pretty much the same. Some have higher damage, some have higher reload, some have higher mags. It's kind of a preference thing at that point. Just like with the flamethrower, you could say if you prefer to have something that gets you points, I guess you could consider flamethrower kind of an A. Like a lot of the Bs, I think you could put in A. I think I'd much rather have most of the ARs and the SMGs instead of the B tier range, because they do feel like something I could use round 40 and still be happy with. However, in certain situations, the B tier weapons definitely are A tier. Like if you're in a horde and you don't have an LMG, you're gonna want the psh. If you don't have a ray gun, you're gonna want the 1911. If they're just trained and you don't have a Wunderwerf, you're gonna want a PTRS. There's just situations where all of these things are good, but there are better guns for the situation. So that's my tier list for the Pack-a-Punch. Again, if you guys do think I put something in the wrong spot, leave a comment. I will look at it. I promise you, I will give my response. I will give my opinion. I will let you guys know what I think. And I'm sure there's going to be something about the flamethrower. So I will be ready to respond to you guys in the comments. So leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys. Peace.